Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Taking from the situation at hand now, coming from Haruna and Eze Zaga, coming from Bayelsa and Kano respectively, how do you want to react to the alleged abduction that was now put on the entire Muslim, that this is how we abduct and hopefully allow them to become a Muslim and marry them hopefully? How will you want to react to it as an Islamic scholar?
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. I think the Nigerian press in particular is making a mountain out of a molehill. I repeat that they are making a mountain out of a molehill. At the same time, they are giving a dog a bad name in order to hang it. They have never been friendly with the Muslims, and they have always been on the lookout for the weakness of Muslims, or in their own view, the so-called weaknesses and failings among the Muslims. The alleged abductions, particularly that of Ese Abduction, is a mere figment of imagination. It was not abduction per se, that's what I mean. Ese Abduction and Yunusa were boyfriends and girlfriends. They were like Romeo and Juliet. And of course, what we want to ask, you see, apart from the fault which belongs to Yunusa, because we are not going to extenuate the offense committed by Yunusa just because he's a Muslim. He did not obey his parents. His father said he should not bring the girl to Kano. He disobeyed the parents by bringing the girl to Kano. And that is contrary to Quran chapter 17 verse 23. وَقَدَ رَبُّكَ أَلَّا تَعْبُدُوا إِلَّا إِيَّاهُ وَبِالْوَالِدَيْنِ إِحْسَانًا إِمَّا يَبْلُغَنَّ عِندَكَ الْكِبَرَ أَحَدُهُمَا أَوْ كِلَاهُمَا فَلَا تَقُل لَّهُمَا أُفٍّ وَلَا تَنْهَرْهُمَا وَقُل لَّهُمَا قَوْلًا كَرِيمًا. The Quran commands Muslims to obey their parents. After the worship of Allah, the next being, the next entity to be obeyed they are your parents, your father and your mother. He didn't obey his parents. For disobeying his parents, we believe he should be punished. That's number one. Number two, the Quran forbids adultery and fornication. If it is proved that Yunusa had canon knowledge of the girl Ese, then of course he is guilty of fornication, contrary to Quran chapter 17 verse 32. وَلَا تَقْرَبُوا الزِّنَّ إِنَّهُ كَانَتْ فَاحِشَةً وَسَاءَ سَبِيلًا. Do not come near adultery. It is evil, and it spreads evil. So those are the two areas where the man went wrong. One is established. Don't bring this girl to Kano. He didn't listen. He brought the girl to Kano. Number two, that he committed fornication or adultery. But that one is yet to be established, because even that girl may have been committing fornication before he met Yunusa. He might not have been a virgin. So until we establish that he was the only one who had sex with Ese Abduction, that is just by the way. Now the issue of whether he abducted or whether it was committed by it was an Islamic norm, a practice among Muslims, that they should be abducting girls here and there. That is a most wicked, most malicious imagination that the Nigerian press are now lapsing upon. It shouldn't be. Criminals will be criminals any day. There are Christians who abduct, you will say abduct girls, and no noise is made about it. A whole region, the whole southeast and south is now notorious for kidnapping. They kidnap women, they kidnap men, and that is equally abduction. But in our own eyes, it is a crime. But those who are committing it, they are not Muslims, they are Christians. The Nigerian press has never come out one day to say that, you see, has it become a cardinal faith, a cardinal principle among Christians to go into kidnapping and ransom taking. They have not come out to say that. So the crime committed by one Muslim is now being used to demonize all the Muslims in Nigeria and the whole of Islam.
Now, sir, the point here is that this is not the first time this is happening to the Muslims, whereby a point that a crime committed by a Muslim will now be turned against the entire Muslimhood. And many of the people have been complaining that the Muslim scholars are yet to find a lasting solution to this. Repeatedly, so many of these have caused a lot of riots, if not for God's sake. So how will you want to react to that claim?
It is not the Muslim scholars who should find a solution to this. When only one Muslim commits a crime, and the Nigerian press takes it upon itself, out of nowhere, and completely out of common sense, to now describe it as a crime committed by all Muslims, that all Muslims do it. It is not for Muslim scholars it's not for Muslim scholars to do anything about it. It is for the crime preventing the security agencies who are supposed to prevent crime to go after those who commit crime, and also upon those who are being stigmatized to act against it. The Nigerian Muslims should rise against the press in their own way. When you are maligned, there is something you can do. You can go to court. And that is something we expect Muslims as a community to do. Sections of the press who rejoice, who take solace, who are always happy to stigmatize Muslims, may have to be taken to court one day someday in the nearest future. So, but when this happens, then we have a case to take as an example. Some scapegoat must be made of somebody, of some institution, of some newspaper, of some television station.
Sir, to add to this point, it's already on social media, some of the interviews conducted by some of the newspapers, where they were saying that the Muslim condone marriage to teenagers, and that's why everybody points accusing figure to Muslims whenever they see them around the corner.
No, I disagree. That is not a good enough reason. It is our religion, our organized religion, our natural religion, which is Islam is the only natural religion in the world. Every other religion is concocted. Because we believe this is Allah ordained, this is an Allah ordained religion, and it is natural. So that argument is not for today.
Alright, sir.
So nobody can now come out of the blue, so out of nowhere, to tell us that the way we marry has caused some people, some sections of the press, to start accusing us of abducting young girls. They need to go far. They need to do better. the kidnappers of the 3 secondary school children in a Lagos secondary school, in fact a seminary, a Christian secondary school in Lagos about a week ago. They are all Christians. The 3 of them who were arrested.
But
and there is a pastor among them. Excuse me, there is a pastor among them. I have not read in any newspaper or heard on any television station that Christians were responsible for the kidnap of those girls. Why do they always look at the religion when there is a Muslim who is a criminal? And there are criminals everywhere. Lawrence Anini was a Christian. Oyenusi was a Christian. The first armed robber that was killed at the firing squad in Lagos, he was a Christian. But we are not looking at such people from the point of view of religion. Why is it that when something happens to Muslims, they start to a Muslim, when a Muslim commits a crime, they will start saying it is because he's a Muslim?
Yes, sir.
Jonathan was a Christian. He destroyed Nigeria. He called corruption, he said corruption is a joke. It's ordinary stealing. That there is nothing like corruption. He said if you put yam in front of a goat, that goat must eat it. Which means his ministers were goats. If his ministers were goats, what was he? Okay. So and he is a Christian up to today. Nobody ever said that a Christian destroyed Nigeria. So why is it that when it comes to a single Muslim committing a crime, they now look at him just against the background of his religion or his ethnicity. Particularly when they are happy when it is somebody from the north. You know, say, oh, that's how they do it in the north. Now, we are so overbloated with hate.
All right, sir.
Ethnic jingoism, anti-north sentiment.
Okay.
And I don't know what they expected those northerners to do after they have gone so far. We look at what they did about Yunusa. The village head took him to the Emir of Kano. The Emir of Kano sent Yunusa to the Sharia Council. The Sharia Council saw it and they said, look, this girl is too young. We will not condone this. They returned him to the case to the Emir of Kano. The Emir of Kano wrote the police, come and take this girl away to Bayelsa. The problem was the police dilly-dallied. What was responsible for that prevarication, I don't know. But why should anybody start blaming either the Emir of Kano or the Sharia Council, all of whom did what they should do?
Now, sir, what is the way forward in the whole thing now, in the whole of this? For us,
the way forward is this.
In Nigeria.
The way forward in Nigeria is this. Our Christian neighbors should leave us alone. They should leave the Muslims alone. They should hearken to the words of Jesus. If something is happening among the Muslims, like a Muslim marriage, if a Muslim marries anyone he likes, and it happens to be a Muslim, what is the business of the Christian? Why should they make noise about it? I can understand when it is somebody like Ese Abduction, who was a Christian before she is now converted, but nobody converted her forcefully. And we are not even accepting her conversion because she is believed to be a minor under the Nigerian law. So, if a Muslim marries somebody who is also a Muslim, whatever the age might be, because there's no age barrier in Islam, in marriage in Islam, then they should leave the Muslims alone. That was the advice of Jesus. In the book of Matthew chapter 7, verses 3 to 5. Jesus said, judge not that you be not judged. For the judgment that you give, you shall be judged by. And the measure that you measure, you shall be measured with. Then he asked, you hypocrite, why do you see the log in your neighbor's eye? Why do you see the speckle in your neighbor's eye when there is a big log in your own eye? Jesus was simply saying, you have your own faults. Check your own fault. Look inside you first. Before you jump the wall into your neighbor's house and start looking inside the pots of soup.
So, thank you very much, sir.
So if they will hearken to the advice of Jesus in Matthew chapter 7 verses 3 to 5, then Nigeria will be a better place. I think we want our neighbors to leave us alone when it is a matter that concerns us alone.
Thank you very much.
They should not judge us by the standards, by non-Muslim standards. They should not judge us with the yardstick of Christians or Christian rules or Western rules. I want to add one point. Yes. Instead of looking at the way Muslims marry, why don't they look at the way they themselves marry? We don't come to the church to criticize them. And a man marries a man in the church today, and a woman marries a woman in the church today, and it is approved. The whole world knows that. Why don't they go and look at that and review it? We are not asking them to stop it. If they like them to, if it is Christian life, let them continue. But they should leave the Muslims with Muslim life. Every man to his own place, to his own law, to his own rules, to his own culture.
All right, sir. That's the much we can take now, sir. Thank you very much for your time. I really appreciate you for this.
My pleasure.
May God continue to be with you and all of you.
Allah.
Thank you very much. Assalamu alaikum.
Thank you, sir.